Lil Reese, another person that you mentioned. It's interesting because me and Lil Reese, I wouldn't say we had online beef. He made a comment saying he needs $1 million for an interview, and I said there's not anyone out there that'll even give you 10% of that. And so he started saying a bunch of things about me and so forth. He had the shooting that happened when he got shot in the neck. We reported on it. He continued to say a few things about me afterwards. When he got shot recently, I felt that it was my job to say, look, I tweeted this publicly. I said, look, regardless of what Reese has said about me in the past, I'm happy that he managed to survive this shooting once again. In fact, and I brought up the story about how when I met with Young Chop, the producer that was doing Chief Keef and Lil Reese and all the big records early on in Chicago, I went to his house and we were hanging out. And he said that, and I mentioned this in my tweet, Young Chop said that Lil Reese was the most talented guy in Chicago, but he was just in the streets more than everyone else also. So he never was able to really achieve his potential. And after that, Lil Reese, he DM'd me, he thanked me for the comment. We started talking a little bit. We may do something in the future, we may not, I don't know. But it really kind of shook me up that someone who got shot in his neck, right? As someone who raps, the last time I've heard of something like that was like the DOC when he lost his vocal cords in the car accident, but he got shot in his neck, came out, talked more shit, beefing with people. You're one of the people he was, he had mentioned at certain times, gets shot again, survives that, and continues to really do the same thing in the same area, doesn't move away, is still really doing the same thing. It bothers me because I don't want to read an article that said Lil Reese shot and this time he dies.
Yeah, man, I was asked a question about him, and it's so many of these new little rappers out, man. I don't know their songs. I hear their names and through the grapevine, but I don't know them. So when I was asked about him, they said he was shot in the neck, and then they said the shot said, "I been shot again." Oh yeah, man. She done been shot that many times, man. He might need to be a motivational speaker, not putting the kid down. But no, nigga, if you out there and this is happening, no, man, they make movies about people like you. Man, you can go state to state, city to city, and make way more, man, telling that story. I done been shot that many times. Man, what you done come out of? Man, you can make just as much money without that beat. So I'm thinking, no, man, I ain't gonna make him mad. But I think what he got mad about, when I looked at the little situation, he said he told the police that he was trying to buy weed. Mm-hmm. So I spoke on that. I say, well, he told the police that, then he talked. I thought gangsters and rappers, you don't tell the police nothing. You don't give the police no explanation when you come from where he come. When you come from that side of the street, let me just say that. When you come from that side of the street, when the police say, hey, what happened? You don't tell the police nothing. Your lawyer's supposed to explain. You don't give them no man, you go to jail. That's what's understood, man. You and the police know, hey, man, you want to tell me something? No, man, fuck you. Take me to jail, motherfucker. Okay, you go to jail. And that's it. Ain't nobody mad at nobody. The new police come back and harass you. You sure you don't want to talk? And they want to keep you in the interrogation room for 2 days. Now, so the new street guy think you can talk to the police. No, man. So if you help the police figure out what's going on, then you done snitched. No, man, we wasn't robbing nobody. I was buying weed. So I made a comment about that, man. And so their response to everything is violence. Man, I'll do something to you. Or, oh man, he just a crackhead. So to them, they discredit everything. And if they can't discredit it, they want to hurt it, right? That's emasculation. That's what emasculated men look like. That's what emotionally responsive men responses are. And I get it, man. I was that same kind of young person, Vlad. Man, you couldn't say nothing to me when I was a young dude because I wasn't used to a man saying nothing to me, let alone correcting me, let alone criticizing me, let alone chastising me. He'll almost lose his life. Hey, man, pull your pants up. Fuck you, you know, just telling me to pull. You see that in public. If you say something to these young dudes, man, they'll almost be ready to kill you. Your wife could say something. Your mother could, but me and you couldn't because they resent male authority figures. So the old guy, Charleston White, to the young rappers seemed like this old nigga hating male authority figure talking about he worked with kids, talking down on us. So there's a resentment toward me when I say something and it addresses, why he speaking on us? Well, nigga, they asked me a question and I'm opinionated.